Test 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Joe, you hear that little bit of echo?
Test 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 3 1 2. Test 1 2 3 1 2. Test 1 2.
Yes, that was better.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents and guests, our graduates are making their way to the stadium. At this time, please take a second to silence your cell phones. And just a reminder, when we turn on pomp and circumstance, please stand. Thank you.
All right, at this time, I ask that you please remain standing for the raising of the colors by the Milton High School NJRTC color detail and the singing of the national anthem by senior Megan Hodge.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, thank you, Megan, and at this time you may be seated. Good evening, parents, family members, and distinguished guests. Welcome to Milton High School. I am Tim Short, the extremely proud principal here at Milton High, and I want to thank each of you for joining with us tonight to celebrate with each of these young men and women. And I also want to offer congratulations to the class of 2018. At this time, I'd like to recognize several special guests in attendance with us tonight. Start with Mr. Tim Rosdick, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Diane Scott, School Board Member, District 1. Mr. Buddy Highnote, School Board Member, District 2. Mrs. Carol Boston, School Board Member, District 3. Mrs. Jenny Granzy, School Board Member, District 4. And Mr. Scott Peden, School Board Member, District 5. We'd also like to welcome back home a few of our former principals who've helped pave the way to make Milton High School the standard bearer for Santa Rosa County over the years. Mr. Billy Helms. Mr. Lewis Lynn. Mr. Michael Thorpe. The administrative team at Milton High School is honored to serve such a great community. Each member of our team supports the school vision and expects excellence. They're here to serve the students and families of Milton High School, as well as the entire Milton community. I would ask that you recognize each of them as I call their names. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Amanda Letty. Assistant Principal, Mr. Chad Rowell. Assistant Principal, Mr. Benji West. Dean of Students, Mr. Kelly Gillis. Dean of Students, Mr. Kevin Jordan. And our Athletic Director, Mr. Murray Rutledge. I want to publicly thank each member of the administrative team for your unwavering support of Milton High School and for dedicating your time and efforts to ensuring the success of each and every student. This evening is a special event and could not occur without the never-ending support of the Guidance Department. I would like to recognize and thank our MHS guidance counselors, Mrs. Paula Drinkard, Mrs. Christy Ford, Mrs. Gloria Gibson, and especially senior counselor, Mrs. Frida Carroll. I also want to take a moment and recognize the class officers for the Milton High School class of 2018. President Olivia Waite, Vice President Sarah Wirtz, Secretary Marcella Plogue, and Treasurer Kelsey Green. I'd like to recognize the senior class sponsors who've invested so much time and effort into this class over the last 4 years. Mrs. Casey Allen, Mrs. Tracy Hodges, Mrs. Sherry Kniper, Mrs. Paula Whitley. Finally, I'd like to recognize the teachers and ed support employees in our Panther family by adding that they please stand, asking that they please stand at this time. This group is truly the backbone of Milton High School and has dedicated themselves to preparing these graduates for the next step into their lifelong journey. They're the driving force behind Milton High School once again being recognized now for the 4th straight year by U.S. News & World Report as a bronze medal school for being one of the top performing schools in the country. Seniors, please show your appreciation and honor the Panther faculty and staff with applause. Again, family and friends, welcome to the commencement ceremony celebrating the Milton High School class of 2018. Thank each of you for being in attendance tonight and celebrating this wonderful occasion. Over the next few minutes, you will hear from 5 Milton High students, 2 of which earned the distinction to speak this evening, Valedictorian Nicole Corey and Salutatorian Brett Kniper. 2 others have been selected by their peers to represent the Milton High School class of 2018, Bruce Coulter and Sophia Filios. Mixed in between the speakers, you will also hear the class song performed by Hannah Schuler. At this time, I would like to introduce and welcome to the podium Milton High School class of 2018 Salutatorian, Mr. Brett Kniper.
Hi everybody, I'm Brett Kniper and I'm honored to be speaking in front of you all tonight. Mrs. Poole, right now I'm really wishing it was Joseph up here too. I'd like to thank the staff and administration as well as my girlfriend Gabrielle Bonilla and some of my closest friends, Patrick, Evan, Brant, Jacob, and Ezra, for being a huge part of my high school experience. Mr. Bunnell, thank you for teaching us about video games and Star Wars instead of English. Mrs. McWilliams, thank you for letting us turn our homework so late. Coach Larson, thank you for making our school so safe with your martial arts. And Miss Carroll, thank you for always nagging us about deadlines and bright futures. Thank you to my sports teams and coaches, even soccer with our 7 wins total in 4 years. Soccer season was interesting this year thanks to Bo Martin, who started the shortest cheer section ever, when he brought a gong and trumpet to cheer when we scored. After 30 seconds, administration shut him down. I have one more teacher to thank before I move on. She's done so much for me and has been like a mother to me. Mrs. Kniper, Mom, thank you for being there for me all these years along with Dad. Thank you to the rest of my family that came to support me as well. We've all grown up together and learned about where we want to go in life. For some of us, it's college. For others, it's the workforce or military. Whatever it may be, this class is full of determined people that will go far in the field they're passionate about. It's not about who has what degree or how much money they make. If we love what we do, we'll excel at it. Too many people chase money and end up unmotivated, so just go whatever your aspiration is with everything you have. If it really is your passion, you'll make it work. My great-grandma passed away this past Saturday, and I'm going to end my speech with her last words to me. You've got your whole life ahead of you. Enjoy it. See you somewhere down the road. Thank you. Good night.
I know I'm probably not allowed to do. Oh, please don't start that yet. Can you please start it over just real quick for me? I just didn't even have the mic. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna listen.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth in your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanna do. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who loved you in the place you live. Hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake, and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanna do. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. Yeah.
so much. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm just gonna go.
All right. For the remainder of the night, I will ask the audience to snap instead of clap. Snapping is superior to clapping when done in unison. And it doesn't matter who says else, otherwise. Mess that up? Oh, that's cool. Now on to the speech. Here it is, class. We are finally alumni. But before I start this class, I want to apologize. You guys voted me in hopes of a gut-busting speech, but expectations won't be met today because I need to do this. Someone close to me said, make the speech about something you believe in. Don't waste this moment. Get some kind of message across. And I know one speech won't change your lives, but hear me out. Check your tires on your cars, because if it rains, you might get in a wreck. Or go for a mile run 4 days a week, because it could increase your life potentially by 5 years. But what I want to say the most is, choose your path, regardless of what people expect from you, regardless of what people think, regardless of the pressure you're under. You need to live your life the way you want. You need to pursue your wants and needs. Not someone else's, and in this case, a class of over 300 people. With that said, I won't say follow your dreams, I won't say do your best, but I will say have some sense of direction and make things happen, good or bad. Life doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be lived. Changing the world is hard, but changing your world is easy, especially when you have people whom you love beside you. Don't take these people for granted. These people make up who we are. Everyone in the audience makes up who we are and how we got here. This graduation isn't for us, it's for them. Now to end the speech off, I just want to thank one special person. This person has been by my side my entire life, is what it feels like. I could go to this person when I'm feeling up or down. I wouldn't be the person I am today without this person, and I love this person with all my heart. Mr. Justin Rice. I also love you, Mom, and Elena, and the Bays, and the lunch dudes. And I won't forget my boy Jasper. But most importantly, my co-Aquafina sponsor, Cameron, aka Dorito. Thank you, class of 2018. Shout out to Maine Moon.
I didn't realize how short I was. Okay. I did not like school. I actually hated it. This sounds shocking as I'm here speaking on behalf of my peers, but I think it's safe to say a lot of them agree with me. I hated the waking up early in the morning and only having to do the work that refrained from stimulating my interests. I hated the rules, the same relentless routine every day, having to deal with people who blew my mind daily, and it wasn't because of their intelligence either. I started to understand why many people would come in late every morning with no care in the world, sometimes with breakfast. I won't mention any names, of course, Gabe Gordina and Hannah Tetzka. I also started to understand how this repetitive schedule struck many people with senioritis. I saw it in its worst form. On the way to Grad Bash, I saw Ja'Cory Johnson eat a bread sandwich on the way there. With the butt of the bread in the middle. I further understand why these group of boys would reel their fishing poles in the asphalt every morning in the parking lot. They're fishing for hope, and I guess, obviously not their dignity. But that is the main point of my speech tonight. I've known since I was young my purpose was to have my spirit exude onto others and heal them. And to you all, this is what I give as you progress into adulthood and into life. You will never find happiness without understanding yourself, others, and then the world. We've become so comfortable in the ignorance of who we are based on the validation of those looking to us. It's very hard to do that, emotionally and spiritually. But with this understanding, you find fulfillment, something you should never base off of materialism. This all rings true except for one person, and that is William Patrick Tice Jr. That looks like a fine young man who's got it all figured out. It may be hard to want to understand all of this. It seems all that is around us is hate, intolerance, and people eating Tide Pods. But with all of this animosity in the world is needed. All the negativity is what is necessary for growth and then restoring. How are we to appreciate how beautiful life is when we've never seen its ugliness? I say this is a door closing awaits us and another one is opening, but I'm not going to say that. Because sometimes that door is locked, and the key's on the bottom of the ocean. The door is on fire, and now the ashes have blown away. Or maybe there's not a door at all. But I will tell you that you can build your own door, your own path to walk, whatever appeals to you. My papu would knock on that door and say, "Very good wood, strong, bravo." I did hate school, but not what it helped me realize about myself and who it brought me to, and what helped me to understand. And now here comes the shout-outs. I regret to inform to the ones who demanded a shout-out every day, I will not give you more clout. Out of all people, that rings true for Abdul Muhammad, who needs all the clout he can get. Thank you to Ms. Hyman, who has always shared her wisdom and grace onto everyone around her. Thank you to those who embrace my boisterous laugh, like Mrs. Willis and Mr. and Mrs. Bunnell. Shout out to Mrs. Letty. It takes a lot of energy, dedication, and consistency to be that adamant about dress code. Shout out to Ms. Henahan for this folder that I lost. It said Sophie Filios on it, but that's why God created Sharpies. I would also like to thank my family, friends, and everyone in between. And now my boyfriend Hassan, because as I was writing this, he said, "Put me in there." Thank you for electing me as your speaker. I hope you will take the path to whatever makes you happy. Oh, and one more thing. Evan Bell, you already know.
Ooh, I'm short, okay. Good evening, family, friends, teacher, administration, and of course, class of 2018. First, I would like to say congratulations. We made it! Some of us have been waiting for this day since they started high school. Others have been dreading it, and some never thought they'd see it. We have worked very hard to be here tonight, so enjoy it. I know you'll soon be taking pictures and talking to family and friends, but don't forget to take a step back and look around. We will never be together like this again. And graduation marks the end of our high school year, but the beginning of our adult life. Many stories have started off with the words, "Do you remember?" Do you remember when we were watching the homecoming parade in what felt like 100 degrees, but we were happy we weren't in class? Or on the other hand, do you remember when school got canceled for an ice day because the temperature actually got below 40 degrees? Do you remember when we beat Pace by 1 point in the last few seconds of the game and brought home the bronze helmet? Others start off the same way but don't end as great, such as, do you remember when we were sophomores and the seniors robbed us for first place at homecoming escapades? Or the time Miss McWilliams gave us so much homework we were behind for a month? Good or bad, these memories we make in high school are the ones we will carry with us forever. Some of these memories taught us things like, maybe it's not a good idea to wait till the night before Mr. Bunnell's essay is due to actually start it. Or to not tell Miss Dawson you don't have a date to homecoming because she will try to set you up with every single person in the senior class. You'd think after 4 years I would have learned my lesson to avoid the topic of boys with her, but she still tried to find me a boyfriend every chance she got. My point is, the past is such a powerful thing. Use it. Learn from it. As the philosopher George Santayana once said, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. We need to learn from our past. By looking back, we have the ability to move forward. If we get stuck in the future, we never grow. Instead, we're stuck on an endless carousel of failure. We don't know what tomorrow holds, but we can learn from the past and control the present. Looking back on past times can also help us decide our future path. Okay, now close your eyes. Everyone, close your eyes. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a field. All you can see is grass for miles and miles. How do you know where to go? You can't just close your eyes and start walking because you'll get lost. You know how you figure out where you go? You turn around and you look where you came from. If you like the direction you're headed, then keep in that direction. If you don't, switch things up. Take a right. See where it leads you. Okay, you can open your eyes. You can't get to where you want to be or who you want to be without looking at who you used to be. Of course, it's necessary to have an end goal in mind, something to strive for, but you can't keep your eyes straight ahead so much that you miss all the great memories passing you by. We need to live in the moment and remember the past. Now it's time to stop and turn around. Graduation is the time to reflect on the fun, crazy, and memorable times we've experienced in high school. As I turn around and look at my past, there are some people I would like to thank who have helped me get to where I am today. Mom and Dad, there is no way I'd be up here speaking without you. Colleen and Sarah, thank you for being supportive sisters through everything, even though I've been a total pain in the neck. But what are little sisters for? My best friend, Hannah Gibson. I could not have survived high school without you. You have always been there for me no matter what, and for that I am truly grateful. I love you too. I also want to thank my dance teacher, Miss Lori. You have inspired me to never say I can't and to always push me harder than I thought I ever could. My senior dance family, thank you for making me laugh all the time and for the crazy bonding moments. I will miss dancing with you all. To my friend group, thank you for all the crazy memories. Those are the times I will never forget, no matter how hard I try. And boy, do I try hard. I also want to give a big thank to the teachers who have helped us to get where we are today. We couldn't have done it without you. And I encourage all of you to thank all the people that have helped you get to where you are today. So class of 2018, there is no time like the present. So put down your phones and live in the moment. Go make mistakes. Change your mind 100 times. Change your major 100 times. Join the military. Travel the world. Learn a new language because you can. Make some crazy memories, because once you're done, you'll be able to turn around and look at everything you've accomplished. And in that moment, you'll be able to look at your past and say, do you remember when? Have a good evening, God bless, and always remember, once a Panther, always a Panther.
All right, what a great job all of our speakers and singers, so let's give them another round of applause, please. All right, graduates, you're prepared for this world not simply because of your talent, dedication, and hard work, but also due to the fact that you've experienced a very special support system. You're successful today because of dedicated mothers, fathers, grandparents, guardians, and other family members, many of whom are in attendance here tonight to celebrate your accomplishment. So at this time, seniors, I'm going to ask that you stand, turn, find them in the crowd, and show them your appreciation. All right, thank you. All right, let us also recognize, honor, and acknowledge those military family members, both past and present, who are here with us. And not only those present today as they defend our freedoms and serve the United States of America. I ask that you also those present, please stand and be recognized. All military members, please stand and be recognized. All right, thank you. Class of 2018, this evening you become part of an elite group of Milton High School alumni. Your classes maintained the high standards and proud traditions of our school. On May 14th at the Senior Awards Recognition Ceremony, we saw the efforts of so many of you pay off when your graduating class received scholarships totaling nearly $5.7 million towards continuing your education and journey in life. I'm also proud to tell everyone that this graduating class is ready for both the opportunities and the challenges this world has to offer. You each have taken different paths right up to this very moment. However, tonight, for just a few brief moments, each of your journeys have brought you to this precise location at this exact time. As you exit the stadium tonight, your paths will take you in a variety of directions once again, sometimes crossing, occasionally being intertwined. Regardless of the course you take, I challenge you to do one thing, and that is to find your true purpose. So what is purpose? Webster defines it as the reason for which something is done or created, or the reason for which something exists. So to meet your destiny, you first have to meet your purpose. That's a boundless, passionate energy that guides you down a path that's created just for you. The more you travel down this road, seeking out new ways to shape the life you want to live, the closer you'll get to defining who you are and why you're here. Scottish philosopher Thomas Carlyle said, "The person without a purpose is like a ship without a rudder." Seniors, you will invariably get lost on your journey, but your purpose will help guide you and direct you back onto your path. President John F. Kennedy added, "Effort and courage are not enough without purpose and direction." Seniors, you will be fearful of situations and barriers placed in your way, but your purpose will strengthen you. It will help motivate you to overcome obstacles, and it will push you to persevere in the face of adversity. Ralph Waldo Emerson stated, "The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, and to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well." Seniors, let me remind you now, you're going to fail, you're going to lose, you're going to embarrass yourself along the way. But your purpose will push you to keep moving forward, and by doing so, your failures will teach you life's greatest lessons. So, seniors, here's what your purpose is going to do for you. It'll motivate you. Your purpose will help you keep your priorities straight. Your purpose will help you develop your full potential. Your purpose will give you power to live in the present, and your purpose will help you evaluate your progress along the way. So graduates, as you leave Milton High School today, I encourage you to do the following. Maintain a high moral compass and cling to your convictions. Pursue peace and add value to other people. Use your gifts to serve others, whether it be of your time, your talents, or your treasures. Never stop learning. Be courageous. Take a chance, try something new, and live in the present. Do not settle for anything less than your very best in whatever you do. Be the very best friend, husband, wife, parent that you could possibly be. Leave the world a better place than you found it. As Bo Coulter said, it's hard to change the world, but it's easy to change your world. And finally, I challenge you to find your true purpose. So in conclusion, as I look out towards this amazing group of young adults that are positioned here to exit high school and move into the next phase of their lives, I see incredible things that are about to happen. This is the future of our community and our nation. And for what I've seen from the Milton High School class of 2018, there's no doubt that both the community and country are in good hands. So class of 2018, you've been part of the long-standing history at Milton High School. Milton High has celebrated over 100 years of our storied school, and you will be soon added to the long list of proud graduates from this institution. There's no doubt that you've left your own indelible mark on Milton High School during your 4 years here. So, congratulations on this wonderful beginning, and the best of luck in all you do, and never forget, once a Panther, always a Panther. So thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Santa Rosa County Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Tim Rosdick.
Thank you, Mr. Short, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends, family, and the students, the class of 2018. It is indeed a pleasure to be able to provide just a few comments for you and with you this afternoon. I would first start off that let's center on what we're doing here this evening. It is a celebration of your efforts of excellence that have brought you to this milestone of recognition, and we recognize it greatly. Your performance both in and out of the classroom has made a mark on our community, on our school, and certainly in our hearts. As I look at you from this viewpoint, I see 300 plus students ready, willing, and able to walk into life. But as I look backwards, I see a class that has excelled in tradition and excellence. We are proud of where you've come from, and even more proud of where you're going. And as we celebrate this evening, I believe it's important to remain and to reflect on those who have brought you here, those who have mentored you to this milestone. Just take a minute and thank them as with me. The constant and consistent work of parents, grandparents, friends, family, aunts, and uncles that have brought you to this event is an important reason we are here this evening. You've done that. The speakers I just share with you, what a warm sense of purpose. What a great insight into a class and into a community. You brought wealth and value to this school and wealth and value to this community. I sense from what you say and what you have done that you have a sense of purpose, of service, and I applaud you. Winston Churchill said very clearly, we make a living by what we get, and we make a life by what we give. This class has given. But I charge you this evening not just to give today, but to give tomorrow. We need you in our world. We need you to replicate the good service, the excellence that you have given to this school and this community, and take that purpose out into a world that so desperately needs those who think less of themselves and more of others. In closing, to moms and dads and to extended families, let me say thank you. Thank you for entrusting to us, your child, your neighbor, your grandson, your granddaughter. We are such privileged people to be able to visit with them for the past few years. They are a treasured part of who we are as a school system, and so are you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your accountability. But most of all, thank you for these children. Thank you, and good night. Mr. Short, would you please join me at the podium? By the power vested in me by the state of Florida, I do hereby ask that you confer upon these graduates their high school diplomas. Thank you.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nicole Michelle Corey. Brett Allen Kniper. Barry Lee Cowart. Joseph Seawald Poole. William Patrick Tice, Jr. Patrick Nelson Kiley. Megan Kathleen Condren. Hannah Judith Powers.
Alyssa Timlin Allen.
Jade Mylia Finch. Riley Cheyenne Fitzgerald. Alyssa Elaine Turner. Carly Quinn Barrison. Gabrielle Elizabeth Bonilla. Madison Marie Morgan. Aubrey James Pollard. Brittany Denise Kennedy.
Kelsey Lynn Hodges.
Sarah Ray Wirtz. Marcella Marie Plogue. Brianna Michelle Say. Catherine Elizabeth Starr. Courtney Joanne Hudson Bueller. Tristan Anthony Sorrells. Olivia Ray Waite. Danny Gao Lin. Hannah Kathleen Schuler. Megan Michelle Robertson. Carmen Love Prophet. Anam Khan. Brittany Elise Brown. Bo Alexander Martin. Sophie Milan Eberhard. Andrea Michelle Weekly. Sydney Joe Moore. Jordan Elena Mann. Brian Alexander Moses. Bailey Brooke Phillips. Jasmine Judith Crawford Aceto. Alexander Nathan Smoody. Leonardo Luis Rivera. Chase Lee Selman. Dylan Lee Selman. Catherine Elise Cork. Cherie Leanne Falk. Kyla Ann Kirby. Jada Ashley Danks. Kimberly Ann Rogers. Jennifer Lauren Sauls. Swan T. Bick Wynn. Dalton Cole Adams. John Kirkland Adams. Seth Robert Addington. Antonio Juan Amaro. Molly Faith Archangel. Amanda Danielle Archer. Connor Joseph Ardwan. Matthew Joshua Avila. Marisol Victoria Amo Baduya. Elena Celeste Bailey. Timothy David Bear. Charles Wilson Barnes. Tori Renee Barnes. Dennis Cleveland Barrett. Ryan Keith Barrow. Joshua Kane Baston. Emily Rose Belcher. Jessica Ann Bell. Nathan Evan Bell. Jeffrey Eugene Belton. Lonnie Andrew Bennett III. Christopher Hayden Bettis.
Sierra Kathleen Byers.
Bethany Lachey Black. Keenan Douglas Z. Black. Micah Nicole Black. Chelsea Latrice Blake. Jose Barina Bolivar. Haley Alaya Benoyer. Philip Matthew Boswell. Herbert Kenneth Bowman. Christopher Devin Brooks Collier. Chandler Lee Brown. Ronnie Lloyd Broxson. Alex Marie Hope Bryant. Cameron Jamal Bry. Dominic LaShawn Burke. Sarah Ann Burkhart. Jacob Lance Burt. Amber Renee Birchell. Tyler J. Butler. Joshua Tyler Bird. Moise Foster Calloway. Rachel Brett Campbell. Victoria Haley Campbell. Mackenzie Loren Carter. Antonio Vincente Carruthers. Kayla Marie Cash. Dawson Lamar Castleberry. Haley Sierra Cawley. Fatima La Carita Chemi. Morgan Lindsay Renee Christ. Caleb William Clark. Austin Ryan Clary. Emmanuel Jasper Conyo. Brett Lee Cole. Taylor Marie Collins. Amon Mark Colvin. Stephen Tyler Colvin. Dakota Lane Cooper. Bruce Robert Coulter. Cheyenne Sierra Cooperthwaite. Dustin Paul Crane. Amanda Ashley Crawford. Melissa Joan Krantz. Sydney Marie Custer. Austin Tyler Davis. Mariana Gipala Moraes. Tyler Allen Deckers. Garrett Andrew Delazine. Marcus Anthony Deloach. Yasmin Nicole Dent. Chase Ryan Digsby. Nia Lee Dingler. Corey Nathaniel Dixon. Hunter Jameson Dover. Kylie Christine Drew. Aaron Franklin Dunca.
James Mitchell Dupree. Caitlin Marie Durham. Julian Michael Duvall. Margaret Louise Dykes. Jessica Lee Ellington. Taven Jade Escarara. Channing Ellery Everett. Rayanne Jordan Egabrod. Aisley Taylor Faircloth. Michael Logan Fannin. Kirsten Kaylee Fell. Cameron Chase Feox. Sophia Ann Filios. Jared Bryce Fisk. Brianna Kaylee Fortner. Logan Caleb Frame. Jared Patrick Freight. Cassie Marie Freese. Christian Ian Scott Fulk. Cameron Lee Gabbard. Noah Johnson Gaines. Jacob Eric Lee Gallagher. Michaela Marie Galloway. Emily K. Gentry. Hannah Kate Gibson. Jaden Connor Gilmore. Keziah Ashley Glover. Kayla Madison Gonzalez. Selena Ann Goranson. Casey Lourdes Gould. Gabriel Malik Gordine. Jared Glenn Granger. Joshua Dylan Green. Kelsey Michaela Green. Charles Ballard Grice. Medora Marie May Grice. Edwin Ezekiel Grosjean. Trinity Lanaya Groves. Samantha Abigail Hagan. Lindy Ann Hale. Chevelle Hall. Siobhan Hall. Stacy Garrett Hall. Wyatt Lee Hall. Alexis Eve Hamilton. Henry Clay Hancock. Eric Michael Hansen. Quali Rashid Hargrove. Ian Nathaniel Harris. Ashlyn Brooke Hadaway. Lydia Lee Hayes. Samuel Page Hayes. Deja Michael Hedrick. Sorry. Haley Michelle Henderson. Cameron Hunter Henley. Anthony Lee Henry. Indigo Litonia Harajan. Kadra Laze Hilliard. Haley Savannah Hinesley. Heather Lynann Hinkle.
Megan Carly Hodge.
Ashley Ann Holcomb. Lacey Diane Holmes. Stephen Dwayne Holster. Matthew Lee Hopkins. Hannah Nicole Hughes. Jeannie Lydia Hewlin. Brianna Rochelle Hutchinson. Reagan Aubrey Hyde. Jonah Alexander Heiler. Courtney Grace Isaacson. Chandler James Jackson. Skylar Danielle Jackson. Chloe Caitlin Jacobs. Cole James Jacobson. Taylor James. Brandon Eugene Jernigan. Alexis Nicole Johnson. Asia Tyshana Marie Johnson. India Kaishana Marie Johnson. Ja'Cory Marquise Johnson. Lonnie Fernando Johnson. Caleb Lee Jones. Casey Lee Joseph. Brittany Nicole Kalfas. Kelly Catherine Cantor. Jacob Caton Casper. Joshua Aaron Kell. Dylan William Robert Kimmons. Madison Lee Kimmons. Tyler Anthony Kimmons. Caitlin Marie King. Paige Lynn Knowles. Ronald Dale Knowles Jr. Clarissa Marie Cavari.
Alexa Ray Lambert.
Blake Brenner Lane. Isabella Lavender. Haley Isabella Leach. Haley Mason Levitt. Eliza Jane Lewis. Jacob Todd Lindquist. Jade Elizabeth Blythe. Jasmine Danielle Locke. Justin Anthony Locklear. Darian Tyshawn Longmire. Marcelo Fontanilla Lopez. Timothy Branton Lunsford. Mariah Nicole Mack. Xander Drake Majors. Molly Catherine Malloy. William Braden Marchant. Matthew Logan Marquis. Nathan Wayne Mashburn. Nathan Riley Matson. Emily Dawn Males. Catherine Annette MacArthur. Jaden Alexander McCary. Kayla Raquel McCoy. Cheyenne Nicole McCoy. Farron Lynn McDaniel. Kaylee India McDaniel. Katarina L. McFadden. Savannah Lynn McGowan. Zachary Lee McKnight. Charles Michael McPherson. Natalie Ann McQuaid. Lisette Maria Medina. Dakota Shane Melvin.
Lee Lindell Merricks. Alex Ryan Merritt. Jacob Lane Merritt. Walker Stephen Merritt. Mitchell Ezra Mitchner. Allison Lewin Melbourne. Raywood Daniel Miller. Brianna Lynn Mills. Caleb Elijah Minks. Savannah A. Mobley. Jonathan Thomas Moses. Michael Robert Mullen. Joseph Raymond Derit Munar. Kimberly Nicole Murdy. Deontay Willis Myers. Destiny Danielle Myers. Haley Michelle Nall. Austin Gregory Nelson. Gabriel Lawrence Nestor. Mason Harley Norwood. Kieran Lynn Odell. Kendra Lauren O'Malley. Brandon Joseph Ortiz. Tatiana Vanessa Owens. Natalie Ann Pardue. Gavin Turner Parker. Jordan Alexander Parker. Michael John Pascarella. Marion Grace Passmore. Levi Cole Peden. Isabel James Peroni. Dustin Lee Perry. Emma Grace Perry. Mason Avery Peff. Lily Jeanette Pierce. Kenneth Micah Pocapani. Emily Nicole Popley. Riley Madison Porter. James Grant Powell. Christine Lee Powell. Dylan Thomas Rabin. William Gunn Ray. Christina Faith Reeves. Haley Marie Reynolds. Nicholas Allen Reynolds. Geston Wade Rogers. Amber Francis Rowland. Ryan J. Roper. Brianna Nicole Rowell. Andre Joseph Russell. Donald John Marciano Russell. Haley Ann Rutledge. Connor Miles Saint. Madison Marie Salter. Amy Lynn Gonzalez Sanchez. Devin Michael Sanders. Amelia Gabrielle Sanders. Xavier Travion York Saup. Lauren Meadow Sarton. William Cassidy Shork. Allie Noel Chaldon. Zachary Allen Scruggs. Cameron Lawrence Shelton. Morgan Page Shirley. Jeffrey Alexander Schuster. Rice Paul Travis Silcox. Jaslyn Ray Simmons. Jessica Marie Simmons. Melvin Dante Simpson. Trinity Mackenzie Sims. Lawrence Russell Sinclair. Ashwin Rayana Skoog. Jonathan Reese Small. Bryce Todd Smith. Isanique C. Smith. Tyrone James Smith. Kaylee Marie Snyder. Jorge Antonio Souza Pineda. Skylar Renee Speck.
Demetrius Clifton Spencer.
Nicholas Adam Spry. Kajaria Niam Stanfield. Joseph John Stanton. Jarrett Michael Stapleton. Cameron Thomas Stearns. Haley Michelle Still. Garrett Alexander Stephen. Dylan Cook Stevens. Mackenzie Simone Stevenson. Charlie Mikkel Stewart. Zachary Sean Stokes. Seth Joseph Stone. Brittany Nicole Tasson. Danielle Ann Taylor. Olivia Grace Tedder. Dakota Kent Thomas. Rachel Nicole Thomas. Misty Delilah Thompson. Donovan David Tompkins. Gian Gabriel V. Tradio. Hunter Grant Tremaine. Brandon Shea Tussler. Hannah Ray Teska. Keely Brooke Vanderberg. Enrique Daniel Viveros. Samuel Edward Walker. Trenton Michael Wallace. William Peyton Wallace. Bailey Carson Womack. Blake Carl Ward.
Devin James Waters.
Sierra Michelle Webb. Autumn Lynn Weddle. Bobby Joe Weiler. Daniel Wayne Welch. Matthew Dawson Wirtz. Kayla Renee Whaley. James Edward White. Samantha Lynn Whitfield. Patrick Justin Wilkins. Alyssa Nicole Williams. Aubrey Williams. Brenna Elise Williams. Jonathan Samuel Williams. Megan Lynn Williams. Roger Dale Wimberly. Grace Olivia Wortman. Lahana Alexis Wright. Austin Blake Young.
All right, seniors, congratulations. At this time, you may move your tassels. To everybody in attendance tonight, I proudly present to you the Milton High School graduating class of 2018. So I'm going to ask at this time, I'd like to invite all alumni, faculty, and staff to the stage at this time for the singing of the alma mater.
Y'all gather up closer.
Come in, move back.
Go one, two, ready, sing.
On our high school campus center,